Hello students. Today we are going to learn an important topic of mathematics called ratio and proportion. These concepts help us compare quantities and understand relationships between numbers. They are widely used in daily life such as business calculations, cooking recipes, maps, and financial calculations. By the end of this lesson, you will clearly understand ratio, proportion, types of ratios, and how they are used to solve real-life problems. First, let us understand the meaning of ratio. A ratio is a comparison between two quantities of the same kind. It tells us how many times one quantity contains the other. The general form of ratio is a colon B. For example, if a bag contains 3 red balls and 5 blue balls, then the ratio of red balls to blue balls is 3:5. Now let us understand some important properties of ratio. First, a ratio does not have any unit because it is only a comparison. Second, if we multiply or divide both terms of a ratio by the same number, the value of the ratio does not change. Third, the order of numbers is important. For example, 3:5 is not the same as 5:3. Sometimes ratios can be simplified. To simplify a ratio, we divide both numbers by their highest common factor. For example, consider the ratio 24:36. The highest common factor of 24 and 36 is 12. Dividing both numbers by 12 gives 2:3. There are different types of ratios in mathematics. Equivalent ratios are ratios that represent the same value. For example, 2:3 is equal to 4:6. Compound ratio is obtained by multiplying two or more ratios. Duplicate ratio means the ratio of squares of numbers, such as a square colon b square. Now let us understand proportion. Proportion means equality of two ratios. It is written as a colon b is equal to c colon d. This means a divided by b is equal to c divided by d. For example, 2:3 is equal to 6:9. Both ratios represent the same value. There are two main types of proportion. The first one is direct proportion. In direct proportion, when one quantity increases, the other quantity also increases. For example, more hours worked means more wages earned. The second type is inverse proportion. In inverse proportion, when one quantity increases, the other quantity decreases. For example, more workers means less time required to complete a job. A very important rule used in proportion is a cross multiplication rule. If a colon b equals c colon d, then a multiplied by d equals b multiplied by c. This rule helps us find missing values in proportion problems. Another important method used in ratio and proportion is the unitary method. In this method, we first find the value of one unit. Then we multiply it to find the required quantity. For example, if 5 kilograms of apples cost 300 rupees, then cost of 1 kilogram equals 300 divided by 5, which equals 60. Therefore, cost of 8 kilograms equals 60 multiplied by 8, which equals 480. Ratio and proportion are very useful in real life. They are used in maps and scale drawings to represent distances. They are used in cooking to mix ingredients in correct proportion. They are also used in currency conversion and many business calculations. Understanding these concepts helps us solve many practical problems. Now students, let us solve an example. The ratio of dogs to cats is 5:3. There are 20 dogs. So we write the proportion 20, c is equal to 5:3 using cross multiplication. 5 times c is equal to 20 times 3, 5c is equal to 60, c is equal to 60 divided by 5, c is equal to 12. Therefore, the number of cats is 12. Students, today we learn the concepts of ratio and proportion. We understood that ratio compares to quantities while proportion shows equality between two ratios. We also studied properties of ratios, types of proportions, cross-multiplication rule, and the unitary method. These concepts are very useful in mathematics and daily life problem solving. Practice more questions to master this topic. Jai Hind.